Go ahead then. Make your accuracy check.
I will
Me
make
do
sure
not-
this hits. I'll make sure this hits, even if it costs everything.
Do not miss.
I will not miss.
Of all your elf.
Does that hit, or do I need to add one?
Let me check. That just misses for the moment.
And I'm adding an extra. Hits.
All right, that hits.
That hits.
All right. And one. She goes across and goes. Speaking of, you really need to work on your disguises, Fires.
Now she cannot flee.
And also, can I use ambush for that technically?
No. Because she was aware of your presence already and was expecting a
Alright.
fight, so...
Alright. Fair enough. I'll just roll damage. So 2d6 plus 80. $88 damage.
Alrighty.
And... Well, it wouldn't be more tipped arrows because I didn't get a chance to do that. I should have done that beforehand.
Right.
Oh well.
So,
It's fine.
you fire off the shot. It hits Krigana in the shoulder, and she rips it out. Her eyes start to glow this fiery orange, and her ability is going to kick in, and she's going to get her own preemptive round as she draws the maul from her back.
She's
right
sticking with this fall for the moment, is she? Alright.
For the moment. And let's see here. She's going to glare towards the rest of you. Her eyes are going to land on Mika.
As the one
Bad
who.
choice. I'm covering her.
All right. So, like, you see Krigana's eyes land on Mika. She's moving rather quickly, and you could, like, move yourself over, sort of knocking Thanatos aside, like, hey! Just as Krigana kicks off the ground, lunges forward, maul raised up, and she is going to make an attack against Mika that Alistair is going to absorb if it hits. So let's see here. So Mika's avoidance is...
Well, Mika doesn't have much of an avoidance, so we all know it's going to hit unless they get a critical fail.
Yeah, pretty much. We're not a rocket, and that's a hit.
Against Mika, indeed. So let me just figure out Mika's armor magic
Then
armor.
I take it.
Yep.
Ooh,
Ooh!
quite
All right.
a hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, Krigana comes charging in, swings the maul like a baseball bat right into your chest, Alistair. It's just an incredible amount of pain as the maul crushes into your chest, and you all hear metal plates compressing from the force of the blow. Before Alistair, you just straight up are lifted off your feet and thrown for a backflip to land somewhere back here under one of the rear wings.
Good thing we gave you all those potions.
Yep.
All right, and it is back to the party.
Not a
All
bad
right.
hit, but I
What
make
will
you
it-
regret that.
What will it take for me to get this thing in the air?
You're gonna need to use your full action just to get into the wheelhouse, and then next turn you can get it into the air with a vehicle check.
In that case, I'll do just a normal move then. And then... We'll just take both my actions. Water-tipped arrow fire.
Alrighty.
So... 1, 2, 6, 7.
And since we know this is one of the archfiends, it is a fiend, so
Fire. So this will work.
this is basically quadruple. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, of course it's a fiend. It's quite literally called a fiend.
I know. So again,
Alright, so what element are you using?
water.
It's a
Alrighty.
firebird.
Alrighty.
And I hits, I get it?
I know
Yep, 15 hits.
what I'd be using. Light.
That's normal damage, and that'll be doubled, then doubled again.
Okay, let me get the calculator.
Wait, why double to twice?
Because
Water and Fiend, assuming water is one of its weaknesses.
Yeah.
Does it take double from water? It takes double from water, and her bow has the Fiend killer, so it's double against Fiends.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about
So
that.
86 times 2
Remember,
times
I
2.
designed this bow to kill the thing that we're predominantly fighting,
So
which is monsters.
damage comes out to 344.
All right. Fucking hell. So as you're running, you quickly point and you fire off that shot. There's a sort of a spray of water left in your wake as you fire the shot. And when it hits Krigana in the chest, she slides back a few feet as there's this big splash. And some wispy puffs of blackness radiate off of her chest from the blow. She's like, ah!
My turn. And just for clarity, I will not be using the Thunderous Crescent. I will be using my Dark Sand because it has Fiend Killer too, even if it's a tier lower.
All right.
So, roll 2d6 plus, what is Thanatos' accuracy now? 7. Ooh. That's almost a crit.
It does hit.
So,
Almost
roll.
a crit, but it still hits.
Alright. So, and his power right now is 16. So, 16 times 4. 64. $72 times 2 with Fiend Killer comes out to 144.
All right. You come in with your scythe and you swing a few times. She blocks the first two, but then you get a nice slice onto her shoulder, forcing her to back off just a little bit more. Alistair, what you doing?
Looking at the situation, I'm still going to retain my position and protect Mika, but I'm also, after thinking about it, I think I might take one of my regular potions right now.
That would
Okay.
be a good idea. So you get back half your
And so I'm
HP.
Yep, because of my alchemy ability.
So that's 249 HP back to you.
Indeed.
That's basically, yep, that's almost back to full.
Just 2 hit points
Yep.
away from. So after chugging that, you're still a little sore in the chest, partly because your crumpled armor is still digging into you a little bit, but you're otherwise fine. All right, Kyra.
All right, so Fire Breath is not going to be a good idea here. So, you know what? I'm just going to have her jump this turn.
All right. Kyra is going to pull out the whip, give it a little, and then skyward she goes.
Must admit, not a bad hit, but I suffered worse.
And lastly, it is time for Mika.
Mika, do the thing.
Mika is going to look at Alistair.
You do have access to ethers, right?
Yep, I got
Meteor.
plenty. Don't you worry about that.
All right.
She's going to pull out her book. She's going to slap it. She's going to expend 150 MP, and she is going to cast Hastiga.
What?
Everyone
Knock
gets
yourself out.
2 moves.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I might hold off on the little wing for a little while, because if I can get 2 shots of water fiend kill arrows off per turn,
It's going to be a lot of damage.
Hell fucking yes.
is that immediate?
Yeah, it takes immediate effect, and it lasts for 4 rounds.
Alright, I'm shooting her again.
It doesn't, well, I misunderstood. I thought you meant like okay, so you won't get these until next round. You've already
Ah,
acted, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah, so
That would be a
next
bit
round.
extreme.
Next round, you'll get to go.
So,
All right.
yeah, Mika
So-
is definitely going to be chugging an ether next
Yeah,
round.
so Mika slaps her book and 5 rings of glowing orange goldy light, circles with clock symbolism inside them, shoot up from the book and then fall down around each of you, sort of wrapping around your arms and bodies, and you just feel exhilarated, and the world around you just kind of slows down a little bit, except for each other. You're all still moving at the same speed relative to each other, but Krigana and the rest of the world seems to have just slowed down to about half speed.
Whoa. That's a spell.
Yeah,
That
I'm
said-
gonna hold off on the little wing for the time being, unless like if Knee takes a bit of a knock at one point, I'll probably switch into it to switch to 1,000 HP.
Just
Yeah.
when this thing actually changes into its true form and you got a more of a target to blast.
Especially if
That
flight
actually
becomes a
reminds
problem.
me. I forgot to roll something earlier when you attacked her, Thanatos.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, counter.
Oh,
Does
of course
not.
She has, of course she has counterattack, because you give that to
No,
everything.
no, hang on. Desma, what?
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 What the hell are you on about?
Hang on a sec. Sorry, give me a moment. I'll be right back again.
All right.
Seeing as eyebrow stuff, then. Yep.
Well, either way, Krigana
Well,
being
It
very.
is their turn.
Krigana is going to be very, very
Krigana.
annoyed.
Quote unquote.
Krigana is going to be very, very annoyed with this turn of events. And she's going to sort of forcefully shove past you, Thanatos, to get into the center of the group. And she's going to snarl viciously, slam her maul down into the ground, and let out this loud, threatening roar, attacking Thanatos, Alistair, and Mika all at once.
Just Kyra's up in the air.
Yeah, Kyra is not going to be hit by this. So that is a 13 to hit.
That hits everybody.
It doesn't do any damage,
Wait, pardon?
but all three of you have a penalty of 3 to your force for the next 4 rounds.
That means
Well,
she's
shit.
preparing. She's preparing to do something related to force. Then.
That's not good.
Hang on, was this like a multi thing?
Yeah. 3 of you got hit.
And what kind of ability was it? It's just a multiple attack, or
No,
Yeah, it
lowered
attacked
your-
everyone. It didn't do any damage, but it decreased the force of everyone in range by 3.
so it's not a limit break or nothing?
No, it was just an attack.
Fair enough then.
We'll have to do the limit break later, I'm sure.
All right, back to the party.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
Alrighty.
Hit.
Yep, that hits.
Said it lowered it by 4.
3. Your force is decreased by 3 for 4 rounds, so for the duration of haste.
All right, that's doubled and doubled.
We'll just say it's
Okay.
times 4.
Yep, so times 4. Reload, and then because of Haste Arga, thank you, honey. I'm gonna do it again.
Alright.
Oh, 8 times 4.
A hit,
That
just,
just hits, yeah.
and another
That's a
18.
nice
That's
multi
what-
attack.
Exact same.
704 damage. Okay, Knee, you are overpowered as fuck.
I
Thank
will
you.
say I will say I think you're doing your double attack thing slightly wrong there.
What do you mean?
With the way generally speaking, as I recall, we discussed your 2 attacks in 1 round thing works is you have to be in melee range. It doesn't give you extra actions. It just gives you an extra attack if you're in melee range as part of your action. I think is how we work
Okay,
it
so
out.
it's dual wielding. You have your crossbow and your knife.
Yeah, so I think
The
you were kind
question-
of misusing that there. That's how I-
Question about this new ability.
The dual wield thing has been around since the end of Knee's arc. I just think we've kind of been mishandling it slightly from what we discussed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, I think.
The
Well, I mean,
well,
it's
the
still.
Mika's
Wait, go ahead, Alistair.
okay. Mika's ability. So we get like 2 attacks off, right?
You get 2 actions. You can either,
Well,
like,
potentially
say.
we have an extra turn, kind of, because
So-
Let's see here.
So
Hey,
I could,
basically.
so I could use like double D then.
I mean, you could, or you could give one of your ethers to Mika and get her MP.
Well,
back
I'm
up.
gonna do that. But I'm just pointing that out for later.
So,
Yeah,
yes.
if she ever
so
does
long
it
as
again.
Haste Arga is up.
As long as Hastaga is up, you can have 2 attacks. Yes.
That's brilliant. So ether for Mika and a Dia to her.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add something to the special abilities note really quick, just so that we have something consistent to rely on and look back on for the double attack thing that Knee does. Because that
For
was
the
a
sake of
lit.
nerf, it
Because
must be
that was
done.
a little much.
Yeah, you have to admit that's like beyond limit break attack.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
yeah.
just make that second one like a double rather than ×4. So it'll be ×4 for the first one, because I still had one of those water arrows left anyway, and ×2 for the second one, and then if I go into one of these still with water arrows already charged in, I have 2 shots per, so it'll still do about that damage.
Right.
Hmm.
When he is wielding
Okay,
a crossbow
so-
attacker simultaneously.
I mean, sure, we are going up. So
Remember, the damage is coming from, because when I bought this new weapon, I got it the Fiend Killer, and I have elemental arrow and it's elemental water, so it's stacking those. That's where the damage is coming from.
Okay, so minus.
Yeah,
Okay, so subtracting a bit, that's still 528.
I mean, we are against a powerful foe, but it doesn't mean we have to go overboard with the broken.
I mean, fair enough to where the Hastaga thing, this is basically just 2 bolt shots, but yeah, as far as the dual wielding go, yeah, you being able to shoot twice is a little OP for just dual
Besides,
wielding.
it's always fun to go up against a challenging foe. Makes it more fun.
Okay, so
Also, I didn't shoot twice because of dual wielding. The thing he didn't like about dual wielding was shooting, then reloading using my second action.
Right.
oh, okay, I misinterpreted. That's my bad.
I shot twice because I had 2
Hastaga, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I got a
Okay.
little lost there. So yeah, 528.
Okay,
That's still just a lot of damage.
Yeah, I could still do that if, like, next turn I can
You
For
can make an
example,
arrow and
make
then
an arrow. I'm assuming I don't use it that
All
turn.
right.
then
So
it's
what
not
was
enough that I
the
can do it, but yeah.
revised damage there, Hades?
528.
All right. So I'm just gonna restore that. Okay. There we go. All right. So that was Knee. Who next? Oh wait, Kyra's supposed to drop at this point, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, Kyra is supposed to drop,
And
and that
along
means
came Kaya with a mighty whip.
oh. Okay, so question. I know we kind of MacGyvered it so where she can't use jump again. Actually, no, yeah, that's never mind. Never mind that. Never mind I said anything. But she does get 2 attacks now.
Yeah. You get 2 standard actions, or a slow action will resolve as if it were a standard action.
Which I think is a better payoff and doesn't seem too broken.
Indeed. Okay, so that's 1 for Kyra.
Just hits. Also hits.
So that's 2. So I'm gonna feel really underpowered here because Knee is like doing monstrous amounts of damage right now.
Hey, all this shit is in the rulebook as abilities I can take, and I took them for good reason because we're
I
fighting fiends.
I know.
As for me, I only got
I'll
Dia
find
for
those.
fiends.
Did I get an extra 2? No, it's still 2-3. So yeah. So
Unless I get
42.
a stronger Dia. If
I mean, there
one.
is a stronger Dia.
Hmm. Maybe my next upgrade. Maybe.
So 46 and 49. Ah, damn it. 46 plus 49. 95.
All right. So Kyra comes down.
Sorry, you go ahead first.
Yeah, Kyra comes down like a torpedo, zoop, kicks up a big cloud of dust. Kragana staggers back, and then another whoosh, lash of the whip comes out and flicks her on the underside of her chin, knocking her head up. Oof.
Yeah, like you also kind of railing on my abilities for being kind of OP in certain situations. In others, they won't be, because for example, if we're going against something that is light aspected and not a fiend, I won't be able to do any of this extra stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
Easy.
fair enough. I mean, It's mostly just me being a little jealous. 'Cause, like, you're doing like limit break
I know,
power
but
shit.
that's just because I'm perfectly elementally aligned to deal with this. Like everything has to line up perfectly for that.
As
That
for
is-
me, my balance complex. But
That is
anyway,
true. That is true. So, okay, so
And I'm also the only one of
we're
us that can do water.
okay,
I
fair
also
enough.
like the fact I'm somehow covering knee at the same time for some reason.
What? Oh, that's not
He's
supposed to
still
be
got
there.
He's got the cover thing.
I
Okay.
can't make it.
No, you cannot. So, I'm gonna let Alistair go next.
Okie doke. I'm gonna first give Mika. I think yes, a high ether. She definitely needs
So
it.
she gets
Let me tap
75% there.
I mean, is she a can't barely?
She'll get 162 MP out of that.
Yep.
So that basically restores
Charge
all
up.
that she just used.
And my second move would be shooting the foe with a deer in the face.
Okay.
All right. And Dia
Roll
costs
that damage.
7 MP.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take care of that while you handle your damage roll.
Yep.
I'm curious now.
Which has been a while, so what do I have to roll for deer?
Dia is power times 2 plus 2d6.
Right, got that right down then.
All
There
right.
you go.
28.
Also, just as a side note for you, Alistair, you can get Diaga once you can get your first superior spell, which should be level 12.
Okie doke. So I got a few leveling up to do.
All right, so you quickly chuck an ether back towards Mika, who grabs it and chugs it, while you also point your staff at Krigana. Pearl of light slaps against her chest where the arrow struck a second ago, sending her skidding back a little more. And now it is Mika.
Still my turn.
All right, I forgot.
I didn't do anything. I just let Alistair go first.
Okay.
So, alrighty then. You know what, guys? I think we have room for one more person to join us.
Here comes the guys.
So minus 113.
He won't be under the effects of haste, mind you.
Well, I mean, I figured
I
that.
figured that. I mean,
figured
yeah,
that
he's
was-
just
that'd
cave,
be a-
but then he manifests
a-
into that, so it wouldn't work.
That would say that would be a tad bit OP. Also, I need to take a point of destiny off again, so I'm not hurting myself even more using him. Okie dokies.
Drop him where you want him.
And I want him right here.
All right, so you grab the cloak, you toss it off to the side. Caius appears in the swirl of darkness, greatsword already out, cape billowing, eyes narrowed.
Ready?
Always.
Time for a double melee attack. One.
That hits.
It's two.
2 hits.
And both of these technically have Fiend Killer, so this is going to be oh so good. So, 69 and 66. 69 times 2, 138. 66 times 2, 138. 270 damage altogether.
How do you want to do this?
Wait,
What?
hold on.
That's
Something's,
it? Whoa.
there's no way in hell we kill the Fiend this quickly.
Oh, hang on, just... How do you want to cut the thing in front of you down?
The thing in front of us.
So this isn't the Fiend.
How do you want to kill the entity in front of you?
I guess me and Caius do the really cool anime jumping cross sword slash on it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so you both
Why
sort
have
of
I suddenly got that feeling
so-
too?
So you sort of you both jump forward, and Kai sort of brings his greatsword up into like the side of Trigana's side, knocking her just slightly up into the air while you jump up and come down with the scythe onto the neck. There's this spray of gore and embers and little black smoke as the head comes away from the shoulders and the body just crumples to the ground.
Mm,
And a few seconds of
So-
silence.
What have you done?
guys, was the last fiend that easy to kill?
No, I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest.
The body is starting to twitch.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
it's not over.
Kyra backs up a little bit.
So what if that wasn't a disguise, but actually...
Krigana, but it's inside of her.
The body suddenly starts to lift up into the air, more blood and smoky ashes dripping from the wounds.
Gavin's not gonna like this.
And a few seconds pass before the body suddenly splits open at the top. There's a rush of flame and blood and gore and what you're assuming is evaporated blood in the swirl of red and gray mist and fire billowing upwards. It coats the entire area in this very ominous light.
Thanatos, I think you should back away from that.
Yep, me and Caius are backing the fuck up.
And then, with one more rush of flame and an intense wind that burns even at uni with how far back you are, the now slightly shriveled and crispy corpse falls back to the ground while the ball of flames that erupted from it swirls a moment longer before a blackened slit pupil pushes through it. Giant wings flare out. And it looks down on all of you.
So, you used her corpse as a meat puppet. Lovely.
And, she's not happy.
I can see what you mean by the art doesn't fit what it looks like.
I mean, the eye is right, but the rest of it isn't.
Question: is my disabling shot no escape still checked?
Technically, yes. But she has
Oh,
a
I
different
don't-
stat block now.
Yeah, but I don't think it wants to leave.
Oh, still
Zal-
Oh,
Zalteya is
God.
going to look down on all of you, and you hear this low feminine laugh.
No matter. So long as I get what I come for, you can see what you wish.
Her wings are going to flare out wide, and she is going to initiate by casting Furaga.
That hits everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a group spell. That hits everybody. Does that hit me up top?
Yep, it hits everyone.
Oh, guys, this is gonna hurt.
187.
And there goes Caius, guys.
Surprising no one.
Thanks for
Okay,
having
so,
me.
all right, so, Thanatos, your magic armor.
Magic armor, right. 10?
Ow!
You take 177 points of damage.
And that's why I don't rely on heavy.
Neothil, your magic armor?
25.
You take 162 points of damage.
About half my XP.
Guys, I'm in pain.
Let's see here. Kyra's magic armor.
Oh, Kyra. Right, Kyra. 15. Not much better. So, minus 162. Oh, yes.
I
Alright.
take.
And Alistair takes both the hits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Mika would have taken 162. So
And
you
then
take
I
162.
Yep, and then I take 100.
What is your magic armor?
41.
What is your
Because it's
magic armor?
46. Phew.
46.
Good thing it's 46.
All right, so 141 and 162.
Mm-hmm. Double Remy.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're gonna need some serious healing after this.
Well, guess who has 2 turns worth of actions to go through, thanks to Mika down there.
Very
It's a
good.
good thing I stocked up on more heal potions.
And
All
you
right.
figures-
And it is
Hmm.
back to the party.
I'm gonna use the first haste target turn to just reload my arrows with water.
Alrighty.
Which reminds me, I need to update my thing. There we go. Now I know what I got.
By the way, what was the new spell that you got?
Hmm.
You did get a new spell last level up, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm also going to use my second haste dagger turn to do something that will give us a bit more the wiggle room to do even more shit.
Oh, yeah?
And what's that?
Throwing a stone.
Throw a stone at a big giant fire thing.
You know, now I think of that. I think of that frickin'
It's pinecone
trailer.
tactics. It gets confusing and it gets us 2 more shots off per.
Whatever it's immune to stun.
When I think of that, I just think of
Throwstone
the
has
time when-
the only problem is Throwstone has a unique version of stun that you can't be immune to. It's automatic.
Yeah. Because it's not necessarily you physically stunning them. You just they're like, what the fuck?
Right. So,
Fair enough.
so there was a rock that got blown up onto the deck from the explosion of flames that radiated outward. So you quickly you pick it up and you chuck it. It flies across and just kind of passes through Zalteya's head, and she looks over your direction like, "What are you doing?"
Lol, get distracted.
Okay.
You should have done that, Nee.
Are you doing other with the damage?
Oh, yeah, it's 1d6 damage, unmitigated.
Okay. Like
Watch
you
it
just
watch it
mildly,
one.
it just mildly disrupted. Well, perfect damage.
Yeah.
Six damage.
So yeah, the rock kind of passes through, and Hades on the other side, you can kind of see just this ball of molten stuff fly over, hit the sand, and just immediately turn it into glass.
Oh, I think I know what we're gonna be doing.
Also, can I just say, as a slight aside, after this fight, we're not going back to the cabin because here's me.
So yeah, we just murdered his mate.
I'm pretty sure she was already dead and was being used as a meat puppet. But yeah.
Yeah, but
Out of
Yeah, but-
character, question. Are
Yes.
we the bad guys?
No, this
No.
thing.
Are we the baddies?
you know, that reminds me, Alistair, you never answered my question. What was that new spell that you got last level up?
Well, I was just gonna announce it, so I know what I'm doing. I'd be giving everyone Kiraga.
Nice.
You're good.
So we can all,
Yep.
we can all do 2 things.
And
then we
Mika
do another
can
2
basically
things.
do whatever she wants.
She'll go last, as per the usual.
Yeah, Mika
Yep.
can do all the damage, and then you can do heals now.
So first Kiraga, which is 60.
Yeah, 60 MP.
Yep. Just do that
And
now.
let's see here, Kiraga.
Oh, done it for me. Okay.
No, yeah, I'm just looking it up to see how much. So, are you doing it as a group or a single?
Obvious group because you
Okay.
all took hits except for Mika.
Okay, so that's mine times 5 plus 2d6.
Okay. Mine times 5. Holy shit.
What
Okay.
is your mind?
I'm
Hi.
doing maths at the moment, but I suppose 16 plus 2, so that's 18?
18 times 5. Damn.
Yeah, I did say it's a lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
I've been putting it all in the mind.
The good. So, roll that healing, boy.
What does everyone think of my music choice for this fight?
It's very nice. What?
It's from
This
14.
is. Wait a minute.
This is from one of the Evil Easter eggs, and it's not actually music from a Final Fantasy game.
Ah, yeah.
It's from Vagrant
said-
Story.
It said Thunder God, so I thought for a second it was like one of the Ramu fights.
No. That's Final Fantasy Tactics' version of Sid.
What?
In Final Fantasy Tactics, Count Sid Alphys Orlando was a broken character who's basically just a walking cheat code. If you have him in your party, you're pretty much guaranteed to win because of how ridiculously overpowered he is.
Right.
So it's considered a mark of honor to not use him when you get him.
Okay, so point being, Alistair, roll that healing boy.
I'm doing it. 2d6 times.
Plus 90.
Plus
It's just
90.
2d6 plus
not,
90.
Not times 90.
Oh.
Plus 90.
Hang on. One at a time. Oh,
Plus
Yeah.
90.
plus 90. Okay.
And it wasn't me, one of us talking, it was just Hades.
The audio just glitched out and I heard tone and pajamas. Ah. Plus 90. And whoa.
96 to everybody.
Yep, everyone gets back 96 HP.
Neat.
96, yeah.
Cool.
Yep, that is a good amount of healing.
96. There you go.
All right. What is so have you already so was that just your first action with haste, Alistair?
That was.
Yep.
All
That
right.
was. How much health did I get back? Hang on.
You got back 96.
Okay.
So give it to yourself.
Doing it. And the next action, I want to say deer, but
No reason why you can't.
I suppose okay. Hopefully there's nothing big.
I mean, you'll get 2 more actions after this anyway, because I stunned the bastard, he can't have a turn. So,
So yeah. All right then. I throw in a deer.
this is going to be a good old damage round.
Indeed it is. And if we ever need more heals, I can provide.
You can provide an ether.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, and woo-a-doos. Ear to the eye, I guess.
All right. So that's 58, right?
Yep, correct.
Mm-hmm.
58. I need to check something.
Yeah, I'd definitely be getting an upgrade if we get to that point.
All right. All right, so that is a total of 33 damage once magic armor gets applied.
Roger, roger. Wait.
Because extra damage from holy, but magic armor mitigates some of that.
How much magic armor does he have?
She and
Okay.
I did say
25.
she, but... Okay. So, pretty much... Wait, I know where I stand.
So,
Alright.
wait, what was her armor?
25
In magic?
in magic
Yeah.
armor. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so
So,
pretty sure Nia and Alice are both gone. Thanatos.
A little disappointed that Caius is already gone, but oh well.
remember that series.
Of course, we all know Caius doesn't take a hit very well.
A fact I'm sure he loves you reminding him of.
Indeed. Then that does not hit.
And he's 12 need.
Wait a minute.
It is worth noting her stat block has increased, or been changed rather.
And we already know that it's more, so
But either way,
Actually,
let's see.
actually hold on. Tone,
Yeah.
Blade weapons have reliable, which does let me re-roll it if I need to, right?
You can re-roll a single of the d6s, I believe. Let me double check that. Weapon categories, blade. Reliable, allowing the wielder to re-roll one attack per combat and use whichever roll they prefer. So yeah, you can re-roll the dice once per combat.
Alright, I'm gonna try it again. 15.
That hits.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Does that just hit?
What's it?
It's more than
Yeah, what's
just.
it?
More than just. Okay, so
Is it still 12? Is it 13?
It's higher than 12.
so it's probably 13 or 14.
I said more than just, so 13. We were too
So
over.
probably 13, yeah. Alright, so roll. Oops. 67 times 2 with Fiend Killer. So that's at. Where's my character? 67 times 2. 134.
So 104 damage total.
And it has 30 armor. Noted.
All right,
So
so
looks like magic's gonna be the way to go, guys.
all right, so you go in with a horizontal slice from your staff, but one of the talons comes and sort of kicks it away. You use the momentum to go into a spin and bring the scythe across sort of like the underside of the chest. The flames disperse a little bit, but she doesn't seem too perturbed.
And you have one more thing. Also, question. For the technicalities of this fight, is this the same fight, just a different phase, or a different fight altogether in terms of mechanics?
Same fight, different phase.
Alright. Can't do anything about its avoidance then.
Indeed. This is literally a result of the Undying property that I put on the Krigana token, which stated that upon reaching 0 HP, Zalteya emerges from the corpse. So.
Alright, but Hades, you can go again. It's haste.
Yes, of course. Okay. Well, I don't really want to risk missing with a scythe again, so let's try something new.
Oh? No. I'm
Hold
scared.
on. What?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
New things are scary. And it's you.
Thundaga!
Ooh.
If I'm gonna be Ramu's guy, might as well embrace the lightning. Because fire ain't gonna do nothing to this
Well.
bitch.
Does that mean you're still going to embrace the beard as well?
Maybe we can have old Thanatos have a beard. Just for you. Just for you, Tom. Let's see here. Power times 6, yes. So roll 2d6 plus 96. And that's 40 of my MP. I do believe. Yes.
All right,
So
so
104 in lightning to Zebiach.
alrighty. So she doesn't have any elemental reactions to lightning one way or the other.
Well, I figured as much, but other than that, I don't have anything else other than lightning that would hurt her.
All right, so you after you get in your little slice, you take a step back, give your staff a spin, and strike the pommel down on the ground, and it acts like a lightning rod of sorts. A lightning bolt cracks between the tip of the top of your scythe and the sky, and then another one flies down and hits Zalteya on the top, and there's a scattering and smattering of electricity across her avian form. The flames ripple a little bit, and she sort of shakes her head. All right. Alistair's already gone. Thanatos,
It's
Kyra.
Kyra and Mika. Yep.
Okay, so Kyra has not done anything. Let's see, what do I have that Kyra can do? There's the bolt breath, but I want to just make sure there's not something else she can't do. What abilities do I have for her right now? Question.
Yes.
So, despite what this thing looks like right now on the map, it is technically a bird thing, right?
Yeah, it looks like a kind of mangled and distorted version of Phoenix, yes. Except instead of an avian head, it just has that eye of Sauron at the end of the neck.
Okay, so that leads to a few other questions. One, concerning melee attacks, does that mean it always has the power of flight?
It can use flight at will, I will say, but it hasn't started with that.
Okay, good. Next question. Does it technically count as an aerial enemy?
Let me double check her initial stat block, which is somewhere on my computer, I think. Give me a second. Like, this enemy has gone through, like, several different designs, so the stat block she's currently using isn't 100% accurate, so I'm gonna have to update it if, things happen. So I'm kind of MacGyvering this one. Apologies for that.
That's fine.
Like, it only just occurred to me as we were going through this, like, oh shit, having her be a twisted version of Phoenix actually thematically makes a fuck ton of sense. And, no, she is not an aerial fiend, she is an arcane fiend.
Okay. Just double checking. One of Kyra's abilities works with aerial enemies and large biological monster.
Well, she is large, so...
So, okay, so it does count as a large biological monster?
I mean, I don't know about biological, but she is large.
So, okay,
She's
I'm
made
just
of
gonna...
fire, it's not biological.
Yeah.
Elemental.
So, Kyra will not get the bonuses that she would normally get?
Not from that, unfortunately. Not in this scenario, no.
Okay, well, then there's not much else Kyra can do other than regular attacks and the Bolt Breath, which doesn't do a whole lot. But it might
Because it has, it's big, fiery, and has wings, doesn't mean it's a...
yeah. Okay, so... Fuck it, I'm gonna have her jump.
Okay, so Kyra jumps. Whoosh, she's in the air. Give me just a second before I do Mika's turn. I want to share with you guys the old design for this enemy that I am abandoning because it looks fucking stupid.
Okay.
The one that's currently being used in the token. It just looks so dumb. My goal was Freaky Fire Jellyfish.
Oh.
I didn't get that.
I mean,
Yeah, that does look dumb.
It does, so I'm not using it. But that's okay. We got
it
Freaky
looks like a
Firebirds.
humanoid mixed with Sauron, and this is what happened.
Well, we're rocking with the Firebird motif now. So, anyways,
And it canonically makes sense. So, again,
right, so
Mika's turn.
yep, Mika. Mika is going to park herself over here, and I'm gonna have her use both of her actions back to back to double cast Comet.
So it's like she can use X magic only without using Destiny.
Pretty much. So yeah, that is gonna be 4d6 comets.
Ouch.
So that's going to be
15 comets.
15 comets.
And then whatever she rolls for damage, we just multiply that because that's how we MacGyver did.
Yep. So let's see here. So it's based off of her mind, which is 16. So 16 times 3, 48. So 54
48
damage.
Times 48 times 15 is now
Here's now hang on, I still gotta apply Zalteya's magic armor to this.
And do we have to do that 15 times?
Yes. So that would be
Okay.
3. So her magic armor times 15 would be 375.
Okay, hold on. 15 times 54 minus what?
It would be 435 damage Zalteya just took.
Okay. Let's say the base damage with all that was extremely high.
Yeah. So Mika sort of puts her hand on her book, and you see like her entire body flares up with red energy. She concentrates before she pulls her hand up, and just a storm of fire and stone flies up out of the book, swirls overhead, and then flies down to pummel Zalteya from above, kicking up a big old cloud of smoke and dust from the impact. Big flap of Zalteya's wings parts the cloud.
She's not looking too happy about that.
Right, so she is
It's
stunned, so her turn just passes with nothing happening.
Alright, so remember that ludicrous amount of damage that we got an idea about before?
Yeah.
Well, I reloaded last turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right.
If I can hit these.
Bear in
no.
mind. Bear in mind.
Yeah.
Her elemental affinities have changed slightly, so just keep that in mind.
Oh.
Yeah, the new stat block
Fiend
has a.
anymore?
The new stat block does still have a reaction to water. It's just not quite the same as it was when she was in the Bungan body.
Okay.
She's still a fiend.
She is still a
She's
fiend,
still-
yes.
She's still a thing. Also, that doesn't. hit.
Yeah, I got one. I need at least 2. I got more than that. Nice.
All right.
Alright, so that one hits. Death roll. Alright, so what's the water elemental reaction now?
It's 50% extra.
Alright, so it's ×3 then, rather than ×4.
Thing. So, wait, hold on. 84.
It's 252 damage total.
That one, and then for the other one, thanks to Hastaga.
Although, hold on a second, that was oh, you know, hold on, no, never mind. That was with a. No, that wasn't before I applied magic armor. My bad. Okay.
Hit her again.
Yep. A 14 just hits.
So it is 14.
Yep.
Damn, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And you've already used your disabling shot, so we can't lower it.
Yeah. And there's my second water arrow flying. Same deal, ×3.
233 damage with that one. Alrighty. So you fire off in rapid succession 2 water arrows that plunge into Zalteya's form. There's this emergence of steam from within, and she glares down at her chest with this sort of annoyed look.
It's a shame we don't have Leviathan's crystals yet, or we could be just dumping Leviathan amounts of water on this thing.
I'll wait to encounter the water fiend, then you'll be good.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. I love his design.
And then, and then I get to use Ramu to smite him with the Judgment Bolt.
Yes, you will. Very much.
So,
To annihilation.
okay, so Kyra comes down,
That she does.
and now I get 2 attacks. 1. Wait. Hold on. Hold on a second. I just remembered something.
Yes.
Hold thine phone.
I'm holding my phone. What should I do with
I
it?
was about to make that joke. Fuck you.
Hold on. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho.
He sounds pleased with himself. Oh dear.
Now, to those who do not know, reach weapons have already the critical hit property, which increases the chances of making a critical hit with me rolling either an 11 or a 12.
Yes.
Like Kyra's limit ability, velocity, adds an extra to that. So now anytime it's 10 to 12, it's a critical hit.
Ah, shit. So,
So-
one of those is a critical hit.
one-
Okay.
One of those is a critical hit. So first one. Okay, 14. Damn you phone. 14 times 3. So 42. That's 1. Then here's the critical hit. 49. So 48 and 49 times 2. No. 9 times 2 plus 48. So that's 146.
Give me a second here. Alrighty. So, Kyra lands. Her initial attack does, and she quickly, does a quick flurry of slices with her whip. And Zalteya is clearly unamused. Alistair.
What thou shall do, Alistair.
Let's see. I want to shoot deer, of course, but also I'm just looking at everyone's health as well.
I mean, you can pop another Kiraga if you wish. You have the ethers to spare.
If I pop another one of that, then I can take a potion. Fixing myself back up.
I mean, yeah, you can pop it. You can pop. This is the last turn for Hastaga, so yeah, you can pop it to Kiraga and then pop an ether.
I should do that. Here comes another 90. Well, over a 90.
Well, yeah, roll 2d6 plus 90.
Time to roll.
93 HP back to everyone.
And next I shall move by Mika and also...
Hold on, Kyra's up to full now.
And also take a potion. Let's see what I got left.
You need a potion or an ether?
Let's have a look. For safe measures, I say... Let's see, hang on.
Did you give yourself the hit points back?
Yeah, so I'm just working out stuff in my head. I mean, I could use my high ether, but I think I'm going to save that for an emergency, so...
Yeah, you got your regular
I'm going to
ethers.
just use a normal ether.
Yeah, those work as a high ether anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, I leave the high ether as an emergency for, like, Mika or something, if she wants to cast something big.
Right.
Alright.
Very good. Now, speaking of Mika, it is her turn.
Indeed it is.
Indeed.
And Mika is just going to say fuck it, and she's going to cast Comet again because she still has the MP for it.
Alistair has ethers to spare, so go ahead and go nuts.
Could she perhaps in her second turn take that high ether off me? I'm happy to give it.
But she certainly can.
She won't get the alchemy benefit from it, but yeah, she can do that.
Yeah, let's just save that for when you give it to her so she gets the alchemy.
But yeah, so that's going to be 10 comets.
10 comments. Alright, roll that damage.
Let me just remind myself what the damage output is. 48.
Wish I gave her the high ether now.
So it's 520 at base.
Yeah, 520 minus this thing's magic armor times 10.
Which is 250.
So that's 270.
Indeed it is. 270 damages, yet more comets rain down.
I think she's getting sick of having rocks from the sky fall on her.
Indeed. So she flares out her wings, and her pupil is narrowing dangerously. I do believe it is Zalteya's turn now.
Yes, she finally gets a turn after Nee has been bullying her.
And haste wears off on everyone at this point.
Oh no.
Alright, Nee, now it's time to get the little wing into this.
So let me just get those icons off of everyone.
Indeed.
So, Zalteya is going to be very, very irritated, is going to take flight and jump up onto the deck of the Little Wing.
Also, get ready to do the thing.
Is going to land directly in front of you,
I got the
Nee,
thing.
and is going to look directly at you. And her eye is going
Hi.
to...
You are a strong one. Make yourself useful.
Oh,
And she is
she's
going to
gonna
use
try take
enrap,
control
and she
of
is
you.
going to use enrapturing gaze on Neothil.
Oh, you tried to take control of the one person who had 2 sides. Wasn't.
So,
You must resist.
so I need you to make an opposed finesse check.
You must resist me.
Do I get anything just from the fact there's 2 of me in here?
No.
No. Me, you need to do a better than 10. You can do it.
I did.
Yes.
Zalteya is going to expend a point of destiny to add a d6 to her roll.
Oh, what?
It's
Did
not
it
enough.
That's not help.
But either way, so
I
she
assume she has an extra point of destiny from what she's going to use for limbo.
she tries to enrapture you, and you quickly realize what's going on, and you look away, and you can feel Emma sort of sheltering you as well as she can, and it's really, really hard, but you're able to shake off the feeling of burning inside of your skull that was almost trying to chain you down. And then you
Sorry
hear
to break it to you, but 2 of us in here.
So I noticed.
It's back to the party's turn, by the way.
Can you get this thing off the Little Wing? I want to get into the air.
How do we do that? Ooh. This thing's technically not flying, right?
It is presently under the status condition flight, yeah.
Fuck.
Which is why I also want to get this thing on the air, because that
Oh,
was flight.
fuck. Damn it.
If I get into the cockpit and... Because this thing is already primed and ready to take off, I had it ready, I just need to yank it. Can I just, like, shake her loose?
You can try.
I
It would be a vehicle check you make versus her force.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, let me think here. Well, I don't really want to... Let's see. I just wish it wasn't under the flight deal. I could have used stone to try to bash it with a rock off of it.
Yeah, it's annoying it right as we finally decide, alright, time to lift off, it decided to jump onto the deck.
It's almost as the DM is not wanting us to use the little wing.
Yeah, if we can find a clever way to get her off, but she's just fighting. Is what she's doing. She was going for who she perceived as the biggest threat to try and turn it around.
Okay, let me just think here. There's got to be something.
Surprised no one's commented on the slight modification I made to one of the tokens on the board.
I mean, yeah, you...
Oh yeah, yes,
Someone
yes.
named.
We know we killed somebody, or she was already dead, or whichever. I don't care. So, point being, is we have no way of making her, like, okay. What about knockbacks? I think only heavy weapons can do that.
She is large, so she is immune to knockbacks.
Fuck, so the rock thing wouldn't have worked anyway. If only we had a way of luring her away. You know what? Fuck it.
Look at the wings trait, see if I have anything that can help.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna yuck some lightning at it, see if I can piss it off.
Alright.
I would suggest that I kind of lead it away and one of you pilot it, but you need at least a vehicle skill of 2 to be able to do that. Not
So-
only one.
Yeah, I hit it with a Thundaga. See if that pisses it off enough to get it a win.
Alright, so you lift up the side, you point it, and you fire off the bolt. Strikes against the shit. Hold on a second. A bunch of things went wrong there for a moment. Strikes against the side of Krigana's head, and she shakes her head a little and glares in your direction. Oh, so, let's see here. Has Knee gone?
Knee is not, but we're trying to see what we can do, because I don't really want her to follow into the cockpit and then damage something.
Yeah, the problem is, like, while it's on the deck, I can't shoot it with the little wing. Because, you know, the cam's face outwards, not inwards.
Exactly. So I'm trying to think of an idea of getting it over here.
Alright, I'm going to try and lure it off myself by I'm going to jump down here using my movement action, and then I'm just going to shoot it.
Alright.
I miss.
Yep. So you go, you jump, you land, you turn, you fire off a shot, and Zalteya jerks her head to the side and the arrow shoots harmlessly by.
Alright,
I'm
Alistair.
trying to lure it off the deck. That's my main goal.
What's Alistair
Alistair.
doing?
Darkness.
Darkness, you there?
Darkness.
Hold on. We have a problem of...
Ah, jeez.
He's AFK for a moment. I need to...
He put a message in chat.
Yeah, I'm back. Unfortunately, it's out of my hands.
Yeah, so you gotta go. Alright,
Sorry.
right. Okay, go ahead and just drop your character. Do you have a character sheet in the Roll20 chat, or
I could
you-
just drop it if you want me
Yeah,
to.
go ahead and just drop it in the Discord chat, and I'll control your character for the remainder of the fight.
Yeah, so everyone.
It's alright.
This is the first.
Alistair fixed, the file name says, but I know for a fact it's probably broken as all hell.
Yeah, it's been behaving unlike the old one.
It actually does look to be relatively okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I even got the white inventory set up as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So sorry about this again, and we hope we do this again next week.
It's okay.
Night, everyone.
Correct.
Okay.
That's unfortunate, but it's not the first time we've had to MacGyver another character.
Yeah, I'll take care of him. Unless someone else wants to do that.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I got him. Alright, so, in that case, it is Alistair next.
It is Alistair's turn.
And as per what I imagined he was going to do, seeing everything that's kind of going on, everyone's basically at high HP, his damage output's kind of bleh, so he's just going to pop an ether on Mika to give her back half of her MP.
Here's what we were talking about.
So yeah, and haste is gone, so he can't do something twice. So yeah, ether to the Mika to get half her MP back.
Yep. All right, and then Mika, let's see here. What will Mika do? Mika is going to... Give me a second, adjusting my mic. She has never once used the allure ability.
Oh, I don't think it would work on this thing.
Well, it certainly wouldn't. But instead I'll have her use the evasion ability on Knee. Nee,
Okay.
next time you are attacked, you will get a +2 bonus to your avoidance for that one
Nee.
attack.
Okay.
And now it
Now
is
it's its turn.
back to Zalteya.
Now
She is
get
going
off
to
our ship.
she's going to come up to here to look down on all of you. And let me look at her list of things she can do.
I swear to God, if you have her specifically go for the Little Wing, I'm going to be extremely pissed.
No, she doesn't really seem to care about the Little Wing at the moment. That said, she's going to sort of you get the impression she's pouting at you, Nee. And then her eyes are going to drift past you to Mika.
Oh, now listen here, you little shit.
and you see the same glow that was in her eyes a moment ago entering
Let me
again.
tell you about the mistake your boss made the last time we met.
And she is going to do the same thing she tried to do with you on Mika.
Oh no.
This is a way to hit Nee's berserk button.
You hit the Mika button. You shouldn't have did that.
Alright, so that is Zalteya's finesse.
Come on, Mika. Come on, Mika.
Mika just resists it.
Lucky for it. Or else it would have happened.
Right, so the effect starts to sort of, you see Mika's eyes sort of widen in the same glow entering into them before she squeezes them shut, backs him, sort of bonks herself on the head with her book. And he hears Zalteya give off a huff.
You're no fun.
Back to the party.
Oh, it's lucky you didn't get up.
Okay.
I would be giving it much pain right now.
Okay, it's still on the ship, technically.
Yep. It's like right at the ramp.
Okay, we need some way of getting it off.
I mean, it's on the ramp, technically. Is it technically on the ramp?
Its feet are sort of like right on the edge between ramp and deck.
But is it on the side that if I lift off and retracted the ramp, it would fall?
Maybe?
Because that
Wait,
thing
hold on. You said its feet are on the ramp now, right?
Like, the front half of its feet are on the ramp? Like, there's the ramp.
Okay, so
There's its feet, like that.
So it's still under the effect of flight.
Yeah.
That too,
The
yeah.
thing-
Bam.
The thing is, like, the moment I get into that thing, it will go to... If I... Magicite boosters. Once per combat, the little wing may grant itself the benefits of haste for 4 rounds. Will that also allow me to kind of get away with it just using movement?
I'd say you could definitely try. You would have a chance to do so, given where Zalteya's feet are currently. She would have a chance to try and stay attached. It would be an opposed roll.
Of what?
It would be your vehicle check versus probably her force.
Would she have any deficiencies to that, considering where she is on it?
I'd shave a d6 off, probably. Either
Alright,
that,
alright.
or rather, I would give you an extra one because the haste would let the little wing move really fast.
Alright. So...
And you get to... Can you get on there in just one?
So from here to here, I can. So if I this turn just kind of start to move up the ramp, and then I can just do 2 attacks on it using dual wield.
All right.
So, yep, there's
That
one.
hits.
And just do the second accuracy while I'm here. That also hits.
Yep.
So it's-
That's plus 80, and that is Fiend Killer.
I think you've already used up your arrows.
Yeah, it is no water on it. And then it's 2 times 3. And just do. And then this, which is blinding, so it's no effect.
All
right, so-
times 2.
So, you charge up the ramp towards Zalteya. You fire off a shot at her, so sort of flies into the eye, which sort of closes for a second before opening back up. And as she's doing that, you sort of come in underneath and sort of bring your lightning dagger up into her underbelly, sort of leaving this big fiery gash there.
All right.
All right, let's see here. Hades.
Let's see here. Okay. I shall be activating the ability known as Night Sword, so I don't have to get in up close.
All right.
Night Sword lets me attack melee range at long range.
All right.
But
Given the circumstances, I will let that mitigate the penalty on accuracy for her being in flight.
Good. And let's see here. Night Sword also grants the abilities of HP Drain, Lucky, and Zombie Touch. But I'm pretty sure she'll be immune to zombie. So I don't think that matters. Is she immune to zombie?
One way to find out.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll that attack anyway.
I imagine she will be, because she's a firebird.
That just hits.
Yep. Damage.
Roll 2d6 plus.
Hurt her.
Indeed. Now, HP Drain is just the base damage and not any extras from, like...
HP Drain, according to this, in addition to dealing damage, every successful attack with this weapon restores the wielder's hit points by an amount equivalent to 50% of the damage inflicted by the attack after modifying for armor.
Okay, so I'm guessing that also adds for modifications of, like, Fiend Killer.
Right, so let's see here.
So 72 times 2, it's 144 minus your armor, which is 30, I believe.
Yep. So she takes 114 damage.
And I get back half of that. So 57. And is she immune to zombie?
Let me check her thing here. She is.
Okay,
so you fire off this dark crescent of energy that flies up and sort of slices along her side and sort of makes her wings sort of flutter a little more, stammer a little bit before it regains its shape. Let's see here. Alistair.
Alistair, which is you. Amy doesn't have any abilities.
I'm sorry. For a second there, I forgot he was gone.
Yeah, I went for you.
Yeah,
my bad.
So no, Alistair, that's why I said which is you.
Right, my bad.
Yeah. He had to go.
He doesn't have any abilities that gets at aggro's enemies, does he?
Afraid not. I kind of wish he'd written down what all of his spells do in his sheet, like he's supposed to. A little shit.
Well, just tell me what that is. I have white magic up right now.
Let's see here. He has Aurora, Cure, Dia, Health Bubble, Shield, Mind, Poisona, Life, Resonance, Regen, Ruse, and Kiraga.
Ruse. That's one I don't know. Here, let me look at this. Ruse. Oh, here's Ruse. Ruse, the caster outline shimmers into making it difficult to determine their exact location. The caster of Ruse gains +2 to their avoidance until combat ends. If it is 50% or less, the spell is cast. The bonus by Ruse is +4. Okay, so that increases avoidance. That's not going to help us here. Resonance isn't going to help us because it looks like mostly magic attacks. Regen. All of us are at pretty much good health at this point. So, yeah, I can't see anything unless you just want to yuck a dia. Or no,
I'm gonna have
he has Aurora, doesn't he?
I'm gonna have him yucking Aurora. Yeah.
Say if it's not immune to wind.
So that will be 12 times 5. So 39 damage.
It's not a whole lot, but
Yep, as he
it's
points
fine.
a staff and a burst of wind blasts out from it and sort of rages against Zalteya for a second. Kyra needs to go now.
Okay. Aurora. Say reach. Okay. I'm gonna have Kyra move here. I guess. Actually, hold on. Remind me. Let's see. Hold on. Weapon categories.
She won't be able to reach Zalteya from that range with her weapon.
Reach. This. Okay, so. But she can use her bolt breath.
But you can.
And let's see here. Her bolt breath does half her mind times half her level in 2d6. Her mind is 7. 7 times 5 is 35. $43.
And that's magic armor damage, right?
Quite.
All right, so she kind of runs up, inhales deeply. You can see like electricity sort of racing up and down her chest before she, and a bolt of lightning flies out and strikes against Zalteya's chest, and then she sort of gives Thanatos a sideways smirk. I can do lightning shit too.
Alright, this can also do fire. So what a pair of these two make.
All right, Mika is going to move right here. And with the MP Alistair has given her, is going to once again cast up Comet. But she's going to
Tone,
yes?
just to think, comment on while it's still technically on the little wing. I mean, as long as it doesn't damage the little wing.
As long as it doesn't damage it too much.
It's not an AoE spell, it's a single target spell, so by mechanics, it's fine. Video games.
It's
And she-
still chucking rocks at it.
And she's also going to combine it with X magic because she is sick of this bird's shit.
Uh,
And
Let me double check the MP cost of X magic because I forgot to write it down like a smooth-brained idiot.
well, no, X magic is a limit ability, so.
It does have a destiny cost.
Oh, okay, you said MP.
Yeah, let's see. 3 points. So her destiny will drop from 16 to 13. But she will get to cast Comet, and I will also have her cast Blizzara, as is her usual.
This is her usual. Does this thing have any? Let's see if this thing has any reactions to ice.
So that'll be 80 MP she expends in total doing this.
Oh dear.
So here's hoping that she rolls well on the number of comets she attacks with. 9 comets.
9 comets. Now roll that damage. $59 times 9. 531. Now, what is its magic armor times 9?
225.
306 damage. And we gotta add in the Blizzara
Indeed.
over damage.
Let's see here. And Blizzara for her is her mind times 5. So 16 times 5.
80.
$62. So add that on top of
Three-
what
368
in total?
in total.
All right. So, Mika slaps her hand down on her book and lifts it up, and a series of stones, this time covered in ice, rise up, flying out of the book, circling around Zalteya. And you kind of have to step back a little bit as this, like, tornado of raging ice and shards of dust and stone swirl around Zalteya for a minute. And you can hear this loud, eagle-like shriek from within as the tornado whirls before it fades away. And Zalteya is still there, but she is very fucked up looking, and she lifts her eyes to glare at you.
Do you have any reactions to ice?
Yes. She takes 50% extra damage from ice.
Like water.
Fair enough.
It's funny, because fire is usually effective against ice because it melts it.
But at the moment, that is irrelevant.
Fair enough.
The moment it's her turn, she flaps her wings and takes to the air to fly high above the little wing, glaring down at all of you.
Uh-oh.
She's above it now, not on it. Nice.
Yeah, but I think she's done with her shit.
I see why the Ravenos died to you now. And I won't share that fate.
And then she turns and gives a flap of her wings, and she is starting to fly away.
But you said that she can't leave.
She can't make escape checks. She can't teleport. She can fly, and that's what she's doing.
Well, then, guess what we have? Doing that.
Well, we have the little wing, so get on that thing and get it going.
I'm on it, and I can
Actually-
outrun her as well, using one of the boosters.
Actually, all of us can get on it and chase her with a little wing.
Yeah. And you guys can attack from the deck.
Exactly. So everybody on.
Alright, I'm in and engaging Matter Slide boosters, which gives the little wing haste. 4 rounds.
All right. Get this thing going.
It's going.
All right, so give me just a second here. Malaya, adjust the fact to accommodate for the fact that we are currently going airborne. All right, so you quickly hop into the little wing. It is worth noting that it does take you a second to work the controls to get her, up into the air. And Zalteya does have a significant head start on you by the time you've done that.
That's why I have the boosters. Gives us an extra go for 4 rounds. Quickly put in there. Quickly fill the gap.
All right, so this is the part where I need you to make a vehicles check.
What am I doing?
You're trying to keep up because this bird is fucking fast, and she is determined to not be around you anymore.
Do I get any bonus to the fact that I'm using the Matter Slide boosters?
I mean, I'm taking that into consideration.
Me.
That's 9.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad anymore.
And that
That's what
will
they have.
be, if you'll give me a second here, that will be against her. Let me double check a quick number here. That will be against 1/4 of her dex in this scenario.
What is 1/4 of her dex?
3.
So it's 3 versus 3, essentially.
Indeed.
She gets it. Well, I
She
guess
is-
one did.
Yep, she is steadily pulling ahead of you. She is very much in full retreat at the moment.
Fucking. So 10, and I guess I'm using one more. Me.
Terrible.
Hey, caught up.
All right. All right. So, doing that, you do manage to catch up. She glares sideways at the little wing.
Hey, can we fire the cannons?
Alright, like, how is this gonna work in terms of turns and shit?
As it is, any action the little wing takes will be dictated by you, Tom. And generally speaking,
Yeah,
if
I know,
and,
I'm in control.
yeah,
I mean,
so
how is this going to work in the turn order?
it'll just be your round, your actions on the turn order.
I know. I mean, I just did that boost thing. Is that my turn done? Or
yes, that is
Okay.
your turn.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we can't use the little wing to fight yet, so it's just gonna be us,
Indeed.
right? Okay. Well then, Thanatos and
currently I'm
Kyra.
Side? Yeah, I can use both side when we do.
Okay. Well then, Thanatos and Kyra can go to the sides and yuck lightning at it.
Hang on a second.
So, what?
Just trying to figure something out here. Because this is not going the way I was expecting or planning.
Really? What were you expecting and or planning?
Not you to chase her.
What do you expect us to do?
What? I just let her get away.
You kind of should have expected that.
Like, oh, we're just gonna let her get away and then
The
run
whole
into her
plan
again.
was to stop her from escaping.
And then you kind of MacGyver that. Oh, she's not escaping or anything. She's just flying, which also means she can get away with, which is bullshit.
I mean, it's not inaccurate. Escape doesn't stop you from moving.
But she's moving away from us to where we can't, or she's not even trying to fight us. That's still escaping.
Yeah, to be fair, that does kind of feel like a technicality you're trying to get away with there.
You just really want her to get away.
I'm just saying,
later,
I'm
don't
just
you?
pointing out, it makes literally no sense that someone can't run the other direction.
Well, then what's the
Yeah,
whole point of no escape? The no escape deal on the disabling shot.
Preventing quick escapes, like the teleport spell, for example. Or like managing to jump off or underneath like a bridge or something. In the moment
Okay.
escapes.
Okay. So
We'll roll with it, but it does that does feel very much like a thing you kind of putting in as a bit of a homebrew.
I just feel like she really just wants
we've
her to-
homebrewed how many things in this campaign?
Yeah, yeah, I
Nice.
know. It's yeah, it's a new thing
so
that you're just adding for this fight.
I mean, I
okay,
would have
so-
applied it across the board anyway. It never came up until now. Anyways,
Okay, so have we MacGyvered it? Can I continue?
yes.
Okay, so here's Thanatos' Thundaga.
All right.
Then Kyra's gonna do her lightning breath.
Alrighty. So between those two, that is a total of 98 damage as you're yucking things at her. Lightning bolt, scattering across her hide. Let's see here. Mika is, well, first Alistair needs to do something.
Probably give Mika another ether.
You might as well. I'll have him give her an ether. Give her back some spell juice.
Because she kind of went crazy with it.
She gets back 108 MP.
She really loves that comet spell.
Well, it works. Can you blame her?
No? That's kind of become her new thing. Like, Lazara used to be her thing, and now Comet is now her thing.
It hits hard. You can't blame her for that.
That is true. Okay, so what does the Mika do?
Well,
Yuck, more comets?
No, actually, she's going to save her MP.
Okay.
She has plenty of destiny to spare, so she's going to invest in that for a minute.
Crimson Crescent?
Yeah.
Oh!
Let me just pull it up. Make it number 2. There we
She
go.
makes 2 attack rolls, I believe.
Yep. So that is 2 rolls of 2d6 plus 5.
Also, we haven't really asked, how does she look, by the way?
Zalteya?
Zalteya.
She's looking pretty haggard, but she's still going.
Okay, well, only one of those attacks hits.
Unfortunately, but yes.
But the thing that's most important about it is it takes away her absorbance and resistances and immunities.
Let's see. Let me do a check here. So that will be her power times 7 for the damage output here. So that's 84 plus 2d6. Let's see here. Does this ignore? It ignores armor and magic armor, so just a flat 95 damage.
Yep. And now it's not immune or resistant to anything, and you all know what that means.
Fire.
No.
What?
Darkness.
Ah, of course.
Right. So Mika runs up to the edge of the ship, swings her sword in a quick cross slash, and the 2 crescents of crimson energy fly down, carve through part of Zalteya's back half. There's another shriek of rage from that.
And that's everybody.
Indeed. So it's back to Zalteya.
And I imagine she's going to be unhappy.
Oh,
Although
extremely.
Is she attacking us? Is she going to be attacking us or the little one?
Well, none of you can fly.
So most, yeah. Why did I even bother asking?
So she's going to glare at the airship you're all standing on. Her eye is going to glow. She's going to expend 100 MP, and you're going to hear her declare, "Enough!" And she is casting Flare on the Little Wing.
Nice. They.
Well, it's a good thing we can do repair work.
All right, what is the Little Wing's magic armor?
Hold on.
I got it. I got it up right here. 16.
So the Little Wing takes 353 points of damage.
That's
And
fine. It, not even half of its HP.
Oh dear.
All the same, I'm gonna need to pop over to the world map for a second because I need to grab a thing.
I have a thing.
Also, on the stat block, it says any ability used requires a crew member to be assigned to it. So does that mean any of these abilities?
Someone
You
would
know,
have to go and man the cannons to use them. Yes, that's how that works.
Okay, and I know just who's gonna do it.
All right, so the Little Wing's HP is marked down here. So a big ol' explosion rocks against the side of the ship, and it shifts to the side somewhat, but she's still flying.
Okay.
Alright. Someone grab on the cannon so I can fire the broadside.
And Kyra is going to immediately say, "Ooh, I want to do it."
All right, so Kyra is assigned to the cannons.
Alright, broadside incoming, which is an...
Okay, so I guess I gotta roll. Okay.
I'm
guess
rolling
I'll-
it, because I'm
okay.
technically the one
Yeah.
controlling the thing, but yeah.
13.
Yeah, that's gonna miss in it.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah, so
Fortunately, I'm under haste, so I get another chance.
right, so
Okay.
the broadside cannons start firing off. A series of little bolts fly out, and
Yeah.
at first Zalteya is dodging them rather gracefully, just switching between. But then the second salvo flies out, and she gets caught in that.
And now you gotta roll for that damage,
It's
which is
15 times 6, so that's 90. 98.
98. That's a good amount of damage.
Indeed. comes out to 68 because of her armor. But yeah. He's becoming
All right,
increasingly unhappy.
Alright, the rest of you, do your thing.
Kyra's turn was swallowed doing that, as was Knees, so it's just Thanatos, Alistair, and Mika.
Wait, Alistair, give me the ether.
Yep. Alistair's going to run over to you and dispense an ether. You get back 50% of your MP.
And 128 divided by 2. 64. So that's an extra 64 to me. And now that it is not immune to shadow anymore, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Go for it.
So 400 divided by 4, that's 113. So minus 1, 3. Adding to that shadow and the fact that I can use whatever I damn well please now, I am going to yuck some. I'm gonna yuck a Faraga at this biatch.
All right.
So that's power times 6 plus the 3 from my dark side. So that will be power times the 9.
9?
144. So roll 30 plus 144. Here's my broadside cannon. Whoosh.
All right. So, you used the dark side for that, yes?
Yes.
All right. So, you allow shadowy energy to roll over you as you sense that as Zalteya's defenses are down. You lift your hand up, big ball of crackling purple and black energy forms, and you pitch back and you chuck it like a baseball. It flies across, strikes against Zalteya's side, and big crackling explosion. She lilts off slightly.
It strikes me that for the video game version, we could probably have an actor sprite that's the ship for the final stage of the fight.
Yeah.
Ship versus Zalteya.
And now it is back to Mika.
What does the Mika do?
Do the thing.
Mika is
Mark.
going to do like the thing she does.
The comet.
Comet, yep.
That is her new thing. It is no longer the Blizzard. It is
Wow.
the thing.
Only 5, but
it's, oh, it's less than or what? So 59 times.
I just
5.
noticed something a bit funky with the representation of the little wing.
yeah.
It spins backwards.
Huh.
Doesn't
So, 290.
look backwards, but okay.
Because on my screen, like the right one's connected properly, the left one is just an exact orientation copy of the right one. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well, it's hastily put together, Tom. Something nitpicky. Okay, so what's that magic armor times 5?
140.
155.
All right. So, Mika does seem to be getting kind of winded with all the rocks she's just creating as another 5 of them fly out, storm forward, and pummel into Zalteya's side again. Now it is back to her.
And imagine she's not very happy.
Oh, certainly not. Let's see here. She is going to let out another enraged shriek, screaming out, "Be gone!" It's going to expend another 100 MP and is just going to do what she did last round. She's casting Flare on the Little Wing.
Noted.
Noted. Yeah, we might need to be doing some repair work this round.
So that is 353 damage to the Little Wing. And you
Minus is armor?
that already applied the magic armor, yes. The
Alright.
Little Wing is down to 294 MP. I'm gonna just scale up its icon down here.
Oh, we definitely need to do some repair work.
So yeah,
I'm
another massive explosion blasts against the hull, and you can hear metal groaning and grinding, and you're pretty
I
sure you
still
have a
have-
pretty massive hull breach.
I'm still have 2 turns of haste, so this one, repair job, which is Dex times 4, so 15 times 4, that's 60. So 2d6 plus 60. That's 65 HP, and I'll do that. 65 again.
All right. So upon seeing you look off to the side and you see that there's a huge old chunk of the hull next to you that's been blown open in the side of the wheelhouse. And you're like, "Ah, shit!"
blowing holes in my ship.
And you go and you spend a quick moment patching that up as well as you can. The Little Wing's on the right course to stay even with it.
Alright. Have Alistair maybe do the same? Do a quick repair?
All right.
Yeah,
He's
Alistair will
not
probably-
really doing much DPS work.
All right. Yep. Alistair will go ahead and consume his turn to do a heal on that. Which is 2d6 plus 60, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 70.
70. What are we at now then?
494.
So another.
Wait,
Before we.
Should Kyra do another repair job, or should she do the
can't-
broadside?
She can't do masses of damage, can she? Against this thing.
It's
Range
Dex
wise.
times. Well, that's why she's still on the broadside cannons. So do you want her to do?
I've already
Can
used
you
the
see it?
airship's
Can you
turn.
see the health bar better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've already
Okay, so-
used the airship's turn, so have her heal it as well.
Okay, so yeah. Everybody do some patchwork on the Little Wing. We need to keep it in the air.
3. Alright, alright then. Mika and Thanatos, since you guys can really hurt this thing, hurt it.
All right.
Thanatos first.
Never break if you have to.
I'm having a thought.
Oh.
I'm having a very interesting thought.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Find friends. This is going to hurt the bitch
What are you doing?
as much as it hurts me. Invoking the dark side and invoking the powers that is the limit break.
Which one? I'm assuming Shadow Flare.
Oh yes.
We'll use the flare to destroy the.
Use the flare to destroy the thing chucking the flares at us. So yes, this is going to be most enjoyable. So let's see here. So it's power times 9 plus 3 from dark side. That's 12. And since I'm at half health, last resort, which I got upgraded, now it's plus 2 damage steps.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's power times 14.
Jesus.
So power is 16. So power times what did I say? 14? I did. So power times 14, and that's go. Let's see, roll 2d6 plus 4 plus. Oh, that's not a slash. That's my bad. Plus, I get half of the damage that I've taken. So, minus 182 divided by 2. So adding another 135 to that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to hurt.
Good. $367.
And that ignores armor and magic armor, right?
Oh yes.
Oof.
It is
Okay.
so I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Yeah, it does. I checked. So, The rest of you watch as once again Thanatos sort of gets swallowed up by dark energy and he pitches back and another dark ball forms, but this one is a lot larger and a lot more unstable. And when he throws it, it actively seems to resist his efforts to move it, as if it's anchored in place by its own weight. And when he does finally manage to chuck it, it immediately snaps from his hand to his target, like a rubber band pulled taut and then released. It strikes Zalteya in the side and an expanding sphere of pitch blackness like a black hole erupts out from the point of impact. You can hear Zalteya shriek from within before the energy warbles and disperses and the light that had been bent around it comes snapping back through, and Zalteya looks really fucked up.
Mika, do the thing.
And before we do anything else, Tone, two more effects from my limit break. Her accuracy, avoidance, and finesse are cut in half for 4 turns.
Of course they are.
And I must roll a 1d6 for the elemental effect. Damn it. Can't type today. 6! And what is 6?
Earth.
Earth. Of course it is. The one thing that we can't use on air.
Well, either way.
Well, either way. That's still a lot of damage that I did.
It is now
Right,
Mika.
Mika do that thing?
Expending 6
Wait.
DMP.
Yes.
2d6 comets.
7
of them.
That's still enough. Now roll that damage. 52 times 7, 364. And now, what is its armor times 175? 189.
Alright, so Mika once again, one last time, pulls up the stones from the book. They fly up, spin around overhead before shooting back down and slamming into Zalteya from above. And this time they punch clean through, leaving gaping holes where the stones pass through. You hear an agonized shriek come from Zalteya as the remaining 6 stones punch through before with a... Zalteya explodes.
Na 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 na.
Is that it?
She did.
Insofar as you
She's
can
gone.
tell, Zalteya has completely dispersed.
2 fiends down.
Goody goody. Does she drop anything onto the deck?
No. But you do all get 2 points of destiny.
Aw.
Oh, good. That a renewal for the 5. I think I spent.
What?
Oh, we'll get like at least another crystal soon anyway.
Fair enough. I mean, the last one dropped a weapon, but I guess this one would have been for Rocket if she were here. Is that 2 points of destiny?
2 points.
All right. We're good. All right, I'm gonna start bringing us back to the city, so we can find what was his name again?
Velmarak.
So we can find Velmarak. The rest of you, patch up the holes, would you?
Well, for the Little Wings' first battle, that wasn't too bad.
I shot it once, but it kept us up with it. With 1 turn of haste left.
Though I feel like Tone was trying really, really hard to get it away so we could fight it again.
Do you have a future conflict in mind, Thea?
I have some ideas scattered about.
You have some ideas. I like the present tense there. Ugh.
All right,
I'm
so
bringing the little wing back, and I assume we just do all the repair jobs we can on the way back.
yeah, I'll say for purposes that given the damage you've taken, there's only so much you can do. The field repairs, you can do 1 more use of field repair in total, and that will be all the repairs you can do until you find a proper dry dock to get actual repairs
When
done
we
in.
get to Pierre Oasis, we're gonna have to.
Also, question.
Eh?
What, at any point of the campaign, would we be able to get upgrades to the Little Wing?
Yeah, for a gill investment, yeah, you could increase its level.
I mean, it would be another thing to consider for later on. So yeah, but since darkness isn't here, I think, and with how late it is, I think it'd probably be best to
I was about to say I was gonna do one last little thing to sort of wrap us up before we called it.
Alright,
So, you bring the little wing, now chugging slightly due to the gaping hole
I
in the side of the
added
hull.
some more health to it, 66. Well,
Yeah, it's better than it was, but it's still got a giant hull breach down low that's making it have a hard time stay above. But you bring it over and you touch back down outside of Haunter's Banga, and you take a second to catch your breath after that tense battle. And then you look over towards the city, and you see movement.
Well, considering there's all the explosions and the giant thing going into the air with all the explosions, I figured we'd probably get some kind of reaction.
You see torchlight. You see plenty of individuals coming out at a very rapid pace.
it's gonna be Gavin, and I have a feeling he's.
Yeah, the corpse is still there.
And you do hear shouting voices as they're drawing nearer. And it is upon that note that we will pick up next time.
This is gonna be a difficult thing to talk away out of. No negotiations. Oh no. I have a feeling he's not going to be in the most rational mind of, well, you killed the thing that killed my beloved, but yeah, let's see.
But you still killed my beloved.
Oh, it killed. She was already dead. I think she'd been dead a while. But yeah.
So she was using her as a meat puppet?
Potentially, yeah. Like plotted herself inside them.
I guess we can save that for after the deal.
Yeah, we can save that for next time. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning in. Things kind of got a little wonky there near the end, but it's all good. Sometimes shit happens. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. Until then, keep listening. Bye-bye.
All right.
Until next time.
I need to redraw that fiend.